Well, it's that time, ask anything. And you've given us some questions, and we want to answer those questions as well. Lorie, there's been a question asked by one of our viewers. I've been praying daily to be saved. How will I know that God has heard me and saved me?
Wow, that's a good question. In fact, I would say, good for you that you want to be saved so badly you'd pray for it every day. But here's the truth of what Scripture tells us. There's the unmistakable message of the gospel is that Jesus saves. He does the saving. And that when we put our faith and our trust in what Jesus has done, we then can have a free gift. It's called salvation. You can pray for it over and over again, but actually faith says, I believe that I've received it. Listen to what Ephesians 2:8-9 says, for by grace you've been saved through faith, not of yourselves. That includes not praying more and more and more and more for it. It's a gift from God, not of works, lest anyone should boast, meaning you can't earn your salvation. And evidence is you get a new spirit in you. You become a new person. You desire new things. And that's actually evidence that you want to follow Jesus and live by faith. I hope that you find that helpful. So you've prayed it, believe it, get living it.
There you go.
Brian, I've got a question for you, okay? This is like an Old Testament theology question.
Okay.
No. It says, how do you handle those who say the Old Testament is something that we don't live by or believe anymore because we're under what's called the New Covenant?
Interesting. I wish I knew exactly who that was and was asking that question so I could put it in context for you. But, you know, one of the things that you have to understand, first of all, 2 Timothy 3:16 says that all Scripture is God-breathed. In other words, the Old Testament and the New Testament. And we have the privilege of being in the New Testament where we're able to see what the law was all about. But you don't have a shadow unless you have a substance. We're living in a time, or they call it a dispensation, where we believe that because Jesus came and he died and he rose again, we're in the new covenant. But Jesus didn't come to abolish the law, he came to fulfill it. So we have to take all of it. It's kind of like, don't throw the baby out with the bathwater. It's all good.
That's great. That's great. Well, we'll be right back.